Hello GTOAA, my name is Alana Dow and welcome to the Kingsport, Tennessee 2025 National Convention. I am in charge of the Original Owners Coordinator Program, and what that is, that's an amazing opportunity for individuals who have, like Jerry here, who have purchased their vehicle new right from the factory and continued their ownership throughout all the years until present time today. I do certifications, look through the different documentation that these original owners have provided, so they are vetted and guaranteed as original owners. I am thrilled to have the opportunity to sit here with Jerry and have him tell us his story. It's actually a great story of how he came upon his 70 GTO. So I'll hand the floor over here to Jerry if you want to tell us that unique story that led you to purchase this car.
Okay. When I got home from Vietnam in '67, I bought a used '67 Firebird Convertible.
I didn't know you.
Nice car. I really liked it. Mustangs, all they did was see my taillights on the drag strip. I had it for a year, a little over a year. Then I bought a '69 Firebird, bigger motor, more horsepower, 390 gear rear end, 4-speed transmission, and that was fine. But I got to the point, if we go to the drive-in, I had to take my spare tire out and get a case of beer and a cooler in. And I was dating my wife at the time, and I said, that ain't gonna work. She was gonna go home, walk home with a flat tire. So I said, I need a bigger car. So I bought this 70 GTO Convertible, went down to Brookville, Indiana, where I'm from, ordered from McAtee Motors. And he seen me come in there because I bought the Firebird from him. And I think he kind of rolled his eyeballs when I walked in. Told no one to buy a new car. And the mechanic did roll his eyes. And so I ordered it. This has got the 350 horse, standard engine, 4-speed close ratio transmission, 390 gears. And now, if I go, well, there's no drive-ins anymore hardly, but if I want a case of beer and cooler, I got plenty of room. I leave my spare tire in, so I don't have to worry about getting a flat tire. And I decided that I hung on to it. In '71, we got married, and the oldest daughter came along in '75. When it came time for her to be born, she went to the hospital, and this came home in the hospital. My second daughter did the same thing. Went to the hospital and came home. My boy, when he came along, we had a smaller car. But the 3 kids in that back seat and a baby seat convertible, that wasn't going to work. So we bought a 1980 Mercury Capri and we drove it. After Doug was born, I parked it. I was going to trade it off for a bigger car. And went to the insurance company and talked to them about what I could do to keep the car at home, but still have insurance on it without licensing or anything, because I wasn't going to drive it. And the insurance guy said it costs you $50 a year. No driving, back it out of the garage, start it up, let it run, put it back in there and shut it off. And I did that for about 4 or 5 years. My boy got big enough to ride in the back seat with safety belts. Ever since then, the kids, they called it the summer car. And it's got the nickname of the summer car from my boy and the 2 girls. I like blue, because my 2 Firebirds was blue. One was a lighter blue, and the '69 was just a little bit darker than this one here. And when I ordered it, told the dealer what I wanted. I wanted no power. I said, no steering, no brakes, no air, no windows, and no seats. Everything was manual, except for the top. The dealer said, you go sell it, you get more money if you had power steering. So I live on a country road, and I was dating my wife at the time, and I said, my dad owned a grocery store, and I worked in the grocery store after I got off work until closing time. And then I went over her house, and usually I told her to be there about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sometimes it was 9:30, 10 o'clock before I got there. And so that left me really pushed down the pedal to get there, so I could travel about 13 miles in about 15 minutes. And it was hills and curves. I had enough weight, with power steering, I knew my front wheels were on the ground. And I made them trips like that for 4 years.
What would you say your roughly about maybe top 3 greatest memories in this car are?
Well, I said two be the kids, and the other one be got married.
You got married?
Yeah.
You were showing me yesterday a book, the scrapbook
Yeah.
about when you think summer, we all think of the Beach Boys. Do you want to share
Yeah.
that story with us?
Okay, we had a guy at Ohio Valley GTO show, car club. He knew his ways around. He knew what to do because he was pretty well to do. And but since then he has passed away, he was really a good help to the club. And he come to one of the meetings. I wasn't a member then, but I got up a little bit. My one daughter and her girlfriend all wanted to come down to a car show that the Ohio Valley GTO Club was having at Lunkin Airport in Cincinnati. So we drove down there. And I told my daughter that I wanted to see one of the guys there in the club about joining. So after we got finished walking around, walked up to John Speece, the guy who I talked to. And I told her I'd like to join the club. He said, "Are you the guy that came in this car and came driving that blue convertible?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "How would you like to drive the Beach Boys around?" "Oh, yeah." "Yeah." He said, "Bart Schatz is having the Beach Boys down at Cincinnati Reds ball game." So I said, "Sounds good to me." So, but I told him the car is not perfect. I said, "It's got some rust coming out on it." And I said, "I can't hide that." He said, "As long as it's 2020. I said, "What's 2020? 20 mile an hour, 20 feet away, you never see a thing." So we come around at the day of the Beach Boys. We were down underneath the Red Stadium, and there's 4 Beach Boys, the original Beach Boys. I think they're all original back then in the 92. That's when we done it. 91 or 92, first time we done it. And then they said, "Well, we got four boys, 5 cars. What are we going to do with that last car?" Somebody said, "Well, Jerry Eckerle, Beach Girls, follow me, girls." So I brought them back here, opened the door up, and I set them up there in the booth. And I got in and I set my mirror just right. And we went around, and I had the best prize of them all, the Beach Girls. I had some cousins who got married. They wanted me to drive them around. My niece wanted me to drive them around. I held for Queen candidates for football. When Brookfield High School, where I went to school at, played football. I held one girl 4 years. From freshman to senior, I held her all 4 years. And that was a good time there because one guy said he couldn't find the car, so I called me and he told me, he paid me $100 if I drive. I said, "I'll do it."
Yeah.
So you know this car is in a scrapbook and some other young lady's life memories as
It
well.
could be, yeah.
Jerry, you've seen the transition of the muscle cars from 60s, 70s to today.
Yeah.
Our original owner club has 139 members of it. Where do you see the muscle car trend and transition going in the future years?
Well, as it looks right now, we're all getting older. When these cars are around, they bog them. Young guys like I did bog them. They got married, and I can't drive a 4-speed.
True.
So
Yep.
they sold them. Or they got married, she got pregnant, there goes the car. But now it's coming back. I hope the younger group is going to pick these up, because my boy, he's got his name tacked on that thing already.
Sounds like it'll stay a family legacy.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we talked to over 2 girls. I thought maybe they might want it. And they said no, they want Doug to have it because I told them I like keeping the Eckerle name. Mm-hmm. And they all agreed, so
So that's wonderful.
it's
So
staying that way. How did some of these other ones, but we are getting older. But these younger ones now, they kind of like these rice burners, the foreign cars, Tiogas and stuff like that.
nothing like American muscle.
No, nothing like the American muscle. I don't think there is. But I hope down the road they will continue. Some of them will pick it up, maybe like my boy's got it. Well, he don't have any kids, but somebody else has got kids, they might take it and just continue on.
In years down, it might not be a paper scrapbook that's sitting on the hood of this car, but maybe it's an iPad. People are scrolling through, looking at pictures of future generations' weddings and going to prom and everything.
Yeah.
So I love that it's staying in the family. We've got a good home for the car, continue the Eckerle legacy of the 70 GTO.
Yeah, I told them that's one thing I want. And they say, okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate you sharing your story. And keep good hands on this car. Keep it in the family. I love it.
Thanks again.
No problem.